Hello, everybody. Welcome to the start of my series of my football fantasy tournaments. We're making a few of these videos, and in this one, I want to start off with what would an alternative Confederations Cup have looked like. Here, the teams that qualified are based on the geographical teams I think are the best in their continent, not best on continental tournament winners. That's not to say that I'm favoring having only the best ranked teams qualify for the Confederations Cup, because it would defeat the purpose out of having regional tournaments, and I do think that would not be right. I'm just experimenting, having some fun with this, of how it would have gone down if it was this way, where the highest ranked, or at least in my opinion, the best teams from each continent had participated in this tournament. And as you can see, some of the same teams we saw this summer in the Confederations Cup are also here. Russia as hosts, Mexico, CONCACAF, Germany, the world champions, New Zealand from Oceania. So exactly half, four of the teams that we saw at the Confederations Cup this summer, I think, would make it to this alternative Confederations Cup, featuring the best from each continent. In my opinion, according to all those videos I made, the top 10s in the recent week. So and I sorted them into groups. This is how I think it would go down. This is my predictions for my fantasy tournament and alternative Confederations Cup. So Group A, we have Russia, Iran, Mexico, and Spain. B is Brazil, Germany, Senegal, and New Zealand. I have Spain qualifying because I do think Germany are the best team in the world, and they are the best in Europe, which means that the second best team in Europe has to qualify, and in my opinion, if you watched my recent videos, it's Spain. So, how I think this would go down. Russia versus Iran in the opening match. Carlos Queiroz has this side on really good form right now. They have not conceded a single goal in qualifying. I think Russia struggled to score with New Zealand in their opening game, and I honestly, to be quite frank, I think this would be a draw, this opening match between Russia and Iran. Maybe like a 0-0 or a 1-1. Mexico versus Spain. I think this would be a draw, just like the Portugal-Mexico game was, because I think that Mexico's high-intensity style of game matches well up against Spain. Spain plays a very long-winded, like, dozens and dozens of pass-oriented, as we know, tiki-taka style of football. I think Mexico's style would easily disrupt that. I think they would cancel each other out here, honestly. I think this would be a draw as well. So that means Russia versus Mexico, as we already saw in this Confederations Cup this summer. And Spain versus Iran. Russia versus Mexico. Here in this scenario, I'm going to give the host the benefit of the doubt. I think that will also be a draw for them, but Mexico will probably deserve to win it. Spain versus Iran. Spain is just too strong. I think they would win this like 2-0 or 3-0. I'm sorry. That's just how it would be. So then we would have Spain versus Russia and Iran versus Mexico. Here, the last match day for Group A is pretty straightforward. I think Spain would win against host nation Russia, eliminating them just as they were eliminated in the first round in real life. And I think Mexico would beat Iran, but it would be a lot closer than people think because of Iran's defense. So I think Spain would win the group with 7 points. I think Mexico would be in second with 5 points. I think Russia would have 2 points. I think Iran would have 1 point, which means Russia and Iran would be eliminated. In Group B, best team in South America, Brazil, best team in Europe and the world, Germany in my opinion, Senegal, best team in Africa, New Zealand, best team in Oceania. I have Brazil as the seeded team here because I think, according to the FIFA ranking back when this draw was held, I think Brazil was the highest, even though I had disagreed with it, but that's just how it is. So the first match would be, a lot of people would want to watch this, I'm sure. Brazil versus Germany, and then you have Senegal versus New Zealand. Brazil-Germany, I think this opening match for Group B would be a draw. I don't know what the scoreline would be, but I think it would be a draw. I'm going to operate under the assumption that Germany here would have sent a their best squad because this is my fantasy tournament and I can make the rules here if I want to. It's only the actual predicting where I don't let my bias get involved. But as far as lineups and all that stuff, it's my tournament. I can call the shots. I think this would be a draw. Senegal versus New Zealand. I think this would be a win for Senegal. Senegal would win, I think, 2-0 or something. Brazil against Senegal. And New Zealand against Germany. Brazil would beat them. I think Senegal would put in a good effort because they are a very physical African side, and Brazil tends to not have such an easy time with African teams, but they don't necessarily struggle either. I think Senegal would put in a good effort, but I think Brazil's just way too strong. Brazil would win. New Zealand, Germany, almost the same case scenario here. I think Germany's way too strong for New Zealand. I do think New Zealand will score one goal, but it'll be the only goal of the tournament. I don't see New Zealand getting completely shut out in this group. So I think Germany would win like 4-1 or something. And then the last two games in this group would be, I believe, New Zealand against Brazil. Good Lord. And Germany against Senegal. I'm thinking like 5-0 for Brazil here. Sorry, New Zealand. Germany, Senegal, like a 3-1 victory, 3-1, I think. So, Brazil would win the group on 7 points and a superior goal difference to Germany. Germany would also have 7 points, but with an inferior goal difference. Senegal would have 3 points. New Zealand would have 0 points. Senegal, New Zealand eliminated. So my semifinals would be Spain against Germany and Brazil against Mexico. Spain versus Germany here, I think Germany would finally get revenge from Spain from being eliminated to them in previous world and European tournaments, coming so close to winning a title. I think this is where they get their vengeance. I think Germany would win this match, but it would be pretty narrow. And then Brazil versus Mexico. Mexico typically performs well against Brazil. I do think this would be Brazil's hardest match of the tournament yet. I actually seeing it being a high-scoring affair. I think Brazil would win this like 3-2 or 4-2. I'm going to say 4-2. But I think Brazil would win and go to the final. So the third place game would be Spain against Mexico, meeting again after the group stages. The first match ended in a draw. Sounds familiar, guys? Portugal and Mexico met each other twice in the group stages and in the third place game. So now it's going to be Spain. And here, just like it ended in a draw, I think we would have a winner this time, and I think that winner would be Spain. So Spain will win the bronze medal. Mexico in fourth, just like in real life. And the final between Group B winners, Brazil, and Group B runners-up, Germany. And there are shades of familiarity here. The Group B winner in the real-life Confederations Cup, Germany, played the runners-up, Chile. Here it would be Group winners, Brazil against runners-up, Germany. Germany against a South American team. And who do I think would win the final? As objectively as possible, well, if Germany sends that same B team, really C team that they sent this summer, I think Brazil smokes them. I think they get smoked by Brazil. But since I said that I laid the stipulations and the conditions for this tournament, if it was their A side, I think Germany would win, and I think it would be on penalties in true German fashion. I think it would be like 1-1, and then Germany wins on penalties. So, Germany wins the alternative Confederations Cup. Brazil gets silver. They will not win their fourth consecutive Confederations Cup in a row. Not happening. Germany, Brazil, Spain, Mexico. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for the rest of my series of fantasy football tournaments. Until then, guys, have a good day. Much love and peace out.